fictional pirates, fights spooky skeleton men, and goes on crazy adventures. Real pirates, steals $100 million, vanishes without trace. Love for potatoes, terrorism, alcoholism. The Council of Pisa, 1409. Situation. There are 2 competing popes. 2. Ridiculous. We need to elect a new single pope and end the Western schism. Yeah, soon. Situation. There are 3 competing popes. Don't forget to like and subscribe, or this buff doggo will slap your girlfriend's butt. I saw an angel. Ezekiel. Me too. 1936 US election. 4 more years of the New Deal. Don't campaign for the 2 months. Which message will resonate with voters? Admit that you are responsible for the United Kingdom or draw 25. Scotland. Therapist. Rejected EU flag from 2002 isn't real, it can't hurt you. Rejected 2002 EU flag. You find Troy. It turns out you blew most of it up thinking it was Dadipa down, then it was. Using the steam engine to ignite the Industrial Revolution. Using it to spend on a kebab. I can't believe the American government would test mustard gas on their soldiers. UK. Are you coming to the party tonight? Duh. Is the Pope Catholic? Traditionalist Catholics after Vatican II. Not anymore. France occupying Swedish Pomerania in 1812. Why did Bernadette Sweden declare war on France? Rollo the Walker. Charles the Simple. I'm gonna give you northern France to duck off and defend us from other Viking raids. You can't judge Columbus by our modern standards. People during Columbus' own time. Mother Ducker is crazy. What people think medieval torture was like. What it was really like. What is the Schleswig-Holstein question? Well, wait. Oh god. So the earth is round because lunar eclipses always have a curved shape. My myth said it was round, so it's round. Inside you there are many valves. Is married to you. Is also married to you. You are a king of Maeston. Max Planck. Honey, I just discovered the smallest possible length in the universe. What should I name it? Mary Merck. Planck length. Max Planck. What I thought my ancestry was. What I wanted my ancestry to be. What my ancestry turned out to be. British government. Alan Turing wanted to pursue that lifestyle. He should have done so quietly. Who are you? Bloody Sunday. Do you have the slightest idea how little that narrows it down? I'm a constitutional monarchist. That means I want a monarch to be constrained by a constitution. Jude, I'm a ducking Jacobin. I don't care. I'm going to take your shit and then kill you. Russia during the American Revolution. Great Britain. Catherine the Great. Give Russian soldiers in exchange for Minorca. Catherine the Great. The British. I came here to drink your delicious tea. That's all. The Confederates weren't lying about their motives. They fought for states' rights to own slaves, and the whole thing really was just a lost cause in the end. Genghis Khan. Hey, Khwarezmian Empire. Khwarezmian Empire. Ha. Genghis Khan. Try raiding my trade caravans and executing my envoys now, you ducking stupid bastard. I'm the soldier of 3 armies. You're L'Oreal and Tawny right. You're L'Oreal and Tawny right. Ulysses S. Grant, when you curse in front of him. Alright, I'm a head out. Chileans in 1988. You're finished. No please. Point of view. You were told that you'd get Roman citizenship for a quick round of military service and now you have to 1v1 an elephant. You don't know what those are. Cavemen. I wish there was a good source of meat and other goods that will eat our junk and get rid of pests around us. These guys. Say no more. Hello India. Do you know this symbol? Oh, it's the swastika, a symbol of prosperity and good luck. Why do you ask? Oh, look at that swastika bearing Nazi. What an evil symbol. Why Germany, why? Pope Clement VII. Oh no. Germans are attacking Rome. How am I supposed to survive this? The 189 in the service of heaven. When you get sent to fight France for the third time in 60 years. Usher eyes. Jets jet as we lows. Every human civilizations when they came across some blocks of limestone in a desert. Portuguese 1500s. What a beautiful island. Now it is mine. Portuguese 2020. Portuguese, Brazil. Soloed Japan. Soloed France. Soloed America. Soloed China. Steamrolled Cambodia in just 2 weeks. Holding the most islands in the Spratly Islands. Crushed alongside France. Crushed alongside America. Lost islands to Cambodia. Lost islands to Philippines. Lost the whole parcel islands to China in just 1 day. When you have to put up with your husband's arrogant mistress, who likes to act like she's the queen. But he has already grown tired of her and has decided to set her aside in favor of a new mistress. But at least this one doesn't seek to antagonize you at every given opportunity, and honestly that's enough. No one. Ed Jenner in 1796. Shoot yourself with smaller caliber bullets to build up an immunity to larger bullets. The starving crusaders admire when they see some dead Muslim booty cheeks. Delicious. Finally some good ducking food. A guide to Southeast Asia in the 1970s. Likes China. Hates communism. Hates China. Likes communism. Caliphate of Cordoba. Duchy of Bohemia. Relying on enslaving pagan Slavs. Sends 12,000 troops to lift the Crusader siege of Antioch. The Crusaders send 700 troops to stop us. They win. They win. The King of Belgium resigning for 1 day in 1990 so that abortion would be permitted. Catholic bishops. Is that legal? Census data from pre-modern China is highly questionable, especially during times of war. Using it to estimate casualties can give absurd results. General Yinjing marches his army of 10 million men to pacify the village of Shikan. Population 1 trillion. Result: 10 billion dead Chinese. Real Italians. Delusional cosplayers. Iran. We should adopt Esperanto as the official language of diplomacy. The French. No. The Los Angeles police requesting aid to battle the two North Hollywood bank robbers. Guns. Lots of guns. Soviet soldiers meeting Samoa at the end of World War II parade. Well, if it ain't the invisible cunt. No one. Julius Caesar when he walks up to a statue of Alexander the Great. San Francisco after Emperor Norton was arrested. You are from Europe, but we do not grant you the rank of white. This is outrageous. It's unfair. At Itagendaka, they just don't deserve to exist. We fought for our rights and property, which, of course, include you. Do you all like Caesar? Yes we do. Common passwords in rest of the world. 1234. Poland. 1410. A Prussian visiting the Chrysler Museum, just to sightsee only to look at the haunting gaze of a woman from an artwork called the Lunatic of Etretat. Roman horse. Medieval horse. General MacArthur, we need to nuke China in order to win the war in Korea. President Truman. That's a bit extreme. Confederate soldier hesitating to turn over his weapon as part of the surrender terms. Come on Billy, jack off. Take my gun from me. When the Americans try to overthrow Castro, so you as a Cuban are led by an Argentinian Marxist to fight the Belgians and South African-backed Rhodesian in Angola alongside rogue Black Panther members because Mayor Frank Rizzo dropped a bomb in Philadelphia. When you build a warship so modern and powerful, it immediately makes all your other ships obsolete. The problem of being faster than light is that you can only live in darkness. Julius Caesar. I'm not a king. We are a republic. I just have this Republican office of supreme power for life. Basically every Cold War dictator. Write that down. Write that down. Persia and Egypt armies facing each other to battle. Egypt applied trench in their area, increasing their defense against incoming Persians. Persia, meanwhile, used cats to demoralize the Egyptians. It is super effective. Campaign 84. James Blaine. My opponent raped a woman, took away custody of the resulting baby, and had said woman placed in an insane asylum. Grover Cleveland. My opponent is from Maine. Which message will resonate with voters? John F. Kennedy. Cuban exiles invading the Bay of Pigs. Fidel Castro. Russian missiles. Convicted witches. Oh no. Are you going to burn us at the stake, like they do in Europe? Salem Court. We don't do that here. Sir, 11 Israeli athletes have been murdered by terrorists. Do you think it is right to continue with the Olympics? Olympic chairman. The show must go on. Hitler after doctors tested a cyanide capsule on his dog Blondie. Are you crying my Führer? No. 2 undersupplied Japanese divisions breaking into a small town. The entire Guangdong army. Peter the Great. Coffee. You're my only friend. Your son is a traitor to Russia and must be executed. Too dark. Imprison and have him tortured, and you can blame others. Perfect. Designing a complicated but compact and quiet toilet for everyone to use while they're in the U-boat. Just let the nearby specialist flush it. That one impatient guy who flushed the toilet himself. The crew's hearing the ocean water flooding in. When MTV comes along and looks become more important than singing talent. How long? How long have I been ugly? His father died of syphilis. Gabriel Fallopio. Because of that, he studied the disease, proposed a condom. During testing, not a single man got infected, credited as the father of modern condoms. Also, the term fallopian tube originates from his name. Able-bodied young man in 1914 to 1918. Exists. European governments. You'll be a soldier. Sparta after replying to Philip II's invasion threat with if. Sparta after Philip invades and cripples their empire to irrelevance. People today. People are so violent and depraved these days. Things were better in the old days. Medieval people. LMAO, let's just saw this guy in half. Dutch people on August 20th, 1672 enjoying a hearty meal of roasted liver. Belgium's European history. Belgium's African history. Alsace, 1942. France needs me. I will fight for the liberty of Alsace with de Gaulle. No son of mine will fight for the French. No grandson of mine will fight for the German. Alcatraz guard realizing he was fooled by dummy heads during count and 3 inmates are missing. Oh man. I'm so fired. Frederick Douglass finding out he's been nominated for vice president by reading about it in the newspaper. When you see that there are people who think seriously that 6,000 years ago people were too stupid and everything had to be given to them by aliens. Brother, give me a spear. The heavy spear. American tourist orders 1,080 pounds of copper in hieroglyphs. Locals stunned. HRE was Rome. Ottomans were Rome. Russia was Rome. Modern Finland is Rome. WB members after apartheid ends and 3 of their comrades are executed on live television. Nothing makes sense anymore. Yeah, I know. It's definitely not a good time to be an artsy. Most breakaway nations' relationships with their original country. You are wretched traitors who deserve nothing less than death. No, you are a tyrannical empire that needs to be overthrown. King George III and John Adams. We hate France, do you? Yes. Traffic is crazy right now. I'm Emperor of the French, and not Emperor of France, because I embody all of the revolution's ideals such as popular rule, meritocracy, and self-determination. On an unrelated note, I'm making my brother king of Spain. Trotsky and Stalin fight over who's gonna be Lenin's successor. Lenin in his last testament. Kids, you're both just awful. How men used to dress for formal occasions. How men dress for formal occasions now. Soldiers of the King's African Rifles, whenever they saw a Japanese soldier with a sword or flag. Mine. How do you keep getting not guilty verdicts? John Gotti. The secret ingredient is witness intimidation. President Jimmy Carter realizing the nuclear launch codes are in his jacket that he sent to the dry cleaners. The mentally ill in prehistory. I am both the doctor and priest of my tribe. I commune with the great ancestors. I make trips to see the future. The mentally ill today. Modern life is sad, but it shouldn't have the right to make me this sad. When life goes on, and you slowly lose touch with the squad. I'm tired of working on myself. From now on I'm going to be unapologetically insane. Benjamin Franklin going naked reading and then taking a nap because he thought illnesses are getting spread via stagnant air which the clothes picked up on and accumulates in the body. He a little confused, but he got the spirit. Gabriel Fallopio exists. Made an early version of condom earning the title father of modern condoms, defeating the threat of the syphilis. The term fallopian tubes came from his name. He even named the reproductive organs we now know of as vagina and clitoris. Santa Anna's plan, attack the Alamo at the dead of night. We don't make a sound as we advance towards the fort and take the Texans by surprise and take little casualties. One Mexican soldier inhales. Viva la Santa Anna. Charles II of House Habsburg. Your family practices inbreeding for centuries. Cleopatra 7th. And you turn out a symbol of elegance, brilliance, and Shrek's appeal. My family does it, and I turn out a big jaw freak. Doesn't seem fair. So, are you like gay or something? What pride flag is that? This is heartbreaking. Richard Nixon took his phone to repair shop. Repairer, nothing is wrong with this phone. Nixon, then why don't he send however call me? Everyone should be free. Let's free those civilians from those wagons. A collaborator with his family? Such a shame. Italians in 1796 when the best general in the world crosses the Alps to sack their country. Murder, lo referimo. If you're having a bad day, remember that in 16th century Baltic Germans dressed like this. The most serene Republic of Venice fighting the League of Cambrai be like. China in 1950, Tibet is annexed, but it is to liberate the Tibetan people. Also China. Our sources. How the people of Botswana must have felt in the 70s, with civil wars and apartheid states on every one of their borders. This if fine. How to deal with ghosts. A philosopher's guide. Wrong. Right. Silence fading spectre of forgotten flesh. Peak is being written. You could have stopped this in Ethiopia, but you let it happen to yourselves. What did French people think of Philippe Pétain after World War I? You know, I'm something of a fan of the general myself. What do French people think of Philippe Pétain after World War II? Nitwit. Blubber. Oddment. Tweak. 4 wonderful words, don't you think? I knew it. You two are sodomites. Actually, this soldier is my wife in disguise. So technically we have committed no crime. I guess. Beware of the pipeline. Religious movement 9th to 14th century. Secret societies 17th to 18th century. Anti-king rebels 19th century. Government assassins 1912 to 1948. Organized crime 1948 till present. I'm the most debauched and degenerate emperor. No, I'm the most unhinged emperor. Amateurs. What was that? Punk? Amateurs. Most people serving in World War II. I just had my best friend die in front of my eyes. This war is devastating. Tell us about it, Stanley. Where's a hot topic? Who the duck are you people? I thought I hired goths. Plundern, Totten, Beriton. Who the duck are you people? I thought I hired goths. When your mind started thinking in English instead of your native language. An engagement announcement, but Theodore isn't getting remarried. Theodore Roosevelt, who forgot to tell his family that he was in fact remarrying. France sent us sailors to slow us down. It will be quickly folded in 2 days. 3 weeks later. They weren't very durable. We can finally return to Brittany. The Jews cucked Russia by introducing Christianity and its morality of capital. What? Are you a socialist? Nah, that's a Jewish conspiracy too. Which is why I decided to return to Slavic tradition. Lou, I made this idol of Perun, god of war and death. Wanna pray with me? Tukhachevsky. What the duck are you talking about? The Battle of Nagashino in 1575. The cavalry of the Takeda clan. The Oda-Nobunaga clan that uses firearms. Dakota Territory, 1886. Lol, that dumb Yankee didn't know what hit him. Stole Theodore Roosevelt's boat. Just shit himself. Just traveled several days to track him down. Bully. The Cold War sums up. Vietnam. USSR. Mujahideen. USA. Dakota Territory, 1885. Knock knock knock. Who could that be? Ted is not supposed to be back yet. Sewell point of view. Hey there buddy. Your boss cattle are trespassing on owned land. You'll better clear out, lest things get messy later. Knock knock knock. Who could that be insane enough to disturb me? I've killed people, damn it. Paddock point of view. Hello there Paddock. Was it? How about you and I have a nice little chat? Carinus, current emperor. Diocletian, future emperor. Diocles, by Jove. How did my father die? Lightning strike. A lightning strike? In this time of year? In the Iranian desert? Striking only the emir's tent? Yes. Can I see the body? No.